Hello, everyone. A very logical day to all of you, and yes, a very logical weekend to all of you. So, you're happy again with the weekend? Yes, those who are really sincerely doing all this should be happy that whatever pending work you have left in the previous week, you will be able to complete it on Saturday and Sunday, apart from enjoying the weekend. So, you have to take these two things together, right? Completion of the project of the week, and then, of course, coming up with a little relaxation on your part so that you are rejuvenated for the next week. Let's see what we have in our reading article today. Then in Express, 15th April, the first article, that is Killing Due Process, the first editorial. Killing the due process means whatever the system is, that system is being bypassed, rather, that system is being killed. That means they are no more following the system. Let us see what it is about. So, the reading part contains the editorial coming up next on the watch of the 6-year-old Yogi Adityanath government in UP. Encounter number 184. Asad Ahmed, son of gangster politician Atiq Ahmed, and an aide were killed in encounter number 183 in Jhansi on Thursday, which was also the third encounter in the Umesh Pal murder case, and third in the first 13 days of April. Those who are targeted, killed, or maimed in these chilling and chillingly frequent encounters, flaunted by the UP police and commended by the Chief Minister himself, are often history sheeters. Atiq Ahmed, lodged in Sabarmati jail at the center of the latest spate of encounters that go back to the 2005 killings of BSP MLA Raju Pal, has around 100 cases lodged against him, including for murder, attempt to murder, kidnapping, extortion. Extortion, let's see what it is. We'll discuss it later. Now, till this part, right, or rather, I'll continue with the sentence also. He is an infamous representative of the troubling phenomena of the strongman politician in UP, seen to be patronized and nurtured by ruling establishments led by parties that sought to practice secularism on the cheap by blinking at criminal elements of the minority community. Okay, now see, this is what the author's point is about those people. This part of the paragraph is giving you the data or the facts about the person who was killed. And this is actually the first two, three lines are giving you the point which you need to extract because this is not giving you directly, right? This set of these three lines is actually indicating the intensity of the crime, the intensity of the idea that see what is going on. ठीक है ये हम समझ सकते हैं इस पैराग्राफ की फर्स्ट 4 लाइन से then he is talking about who that person was who was killed and then his own point comes here. There is a brutalizing context in which the UP police shoots to kill in cold blood again and again with apparent legal and political impunity, but there can be no justification. This is the point of the author that the UP police is killing or it shoots to kill. One, in cold blood, those who have done idioms in the previous week should understand cold blood means not being affected by anything. विथ अपेरेंट का मतलब होता है सीमिंग ऐसे लगता है उसे अपेरेंट लीगल एंड पॉलिटिकल इम्प्यूनिटी मींस वेयर दे आर नॉट गेटिंग पनिशमेंट उसे इम्प्यूनिटी होते हैं पनिशमेंट से रिलेट कर दो इस स्पेलिंग को so but there can be no justification, right? So that means even when they are killing those people who are criminals, but then you can't justify that you're killing them just in cold blood. The lengthening list of the UP police's encounter killings is a stain on its record. It gives the lie to the most fundamental of promises in a constitutional democracy. Gives the lie to the most fundamental of promises का मतलब होता है कुछ प्रॉमिस है जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डेमोक्रेसी में होता है कुछ राइट्स होते हैं कुछ प्रोमिस होते हैं समथिंग दैट इज प्रोवाइडेड टू यू बट इट गिव्स द लाई मीन्स इट बिलाइज इट उसे भी झूठा साबित कर देते हैं किस चीज को the assurance of due process for all in a system governed by the law. ये होता है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डेमोक्रेसी में कि जो कुछ भी होगा लॉ के अनुसार होगा. इट विल बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिस्टम that is governed by the law. But what these people are doing, the UP police, is actually killing that system, and now we can relate it to the title. And by the same token, a promise of protection for all against vigilant justice, even that which is perpetrated by the police, right? The perpetrated is something that is carried out, done, enacted, right? So even if the police comes up with something, any justice, वो देखना है हमें और इसका assurance मिलता है हमें constitutional democracy में. Going back, you'll see that this system, whatever they are doing of the shooting to kill वाला जो है, it belies the most fundamental of the promises. तो ये जो है वो promise है जो हमें constitutional democracy में मिलती है, लेकिन जो action है that is belying the promise. So action is not according to the promise that is given to us in the constitutional democracy. Right? So now reading this paragraph, you can understand that there are shootings that the police does, encounters that they are naming a 183, 184, and these are chilling. Chilling word we have done a few days back also. These are the chilling encounters. मतलब ऐसे ऐसे इस तरीके से हीनियसली किए जाते हैं, ब्रूटली किए जाते हैं ये एनकाउंटर्स, इन कोल्ड ब्लड किए जाते हैं. दैट इज समथिंग दैट इज अ कॉज ऑफ कंसर्न. इट इज वेरी डिस्ट्रेसिंग. इट इज वेरी ट्रबलिंग टू सी हाउ दीज पीपल आर enacting. Right? So these few words, the word chilling, the word brutalizing, right? And another was patronized and nurtured by the ruling establishments. So they are pointing out to, as I said earlier, to the intensity of the crime, intensity of the actions. That see, this is absolutely not right. Right? But still, this is going on, and the police is doing all this in cold blood, shooting to kill, the encounters there. Right? And all this is perpetrated by the police, apparently helped by the politicians, you can say, the ruling establishments, जो यहाँ पे middle of the paragraph में दिया है. Right? So if this much is understood, the intensity of it is understood, we'll move to the next part. Especially that which is perpetrated by the police. Ever since Yogi Adityanath became Chief Minister of UP in 2017, in the name of cracking down on crime and establishing deterrence, all sound imperatives of governance, the state has sanctioned brutish strong arm tactics by those whose responsibility it is to uphold the law and maintain order. That means those people who are responsible to uphold the law, that means to follow the legal system, follow the rule based system, and then maintain order. But those people are cracking down on crime, and the state has sanctioned all this. ठीक है, इम्प्यूनिटी अगर है, उन लोगों को नहीं मिल रही है पनिशमेंट, इसका मतलब कहीं ना कहीं जो स्टेट है उनका दे आर फॉस्टरिंग इट और दे आर नर्चरिंग इट. राइट? So the strong arm tactics मतलब जबरदस्ती वाला जो होता है, that is a strong arm to show your power there. So when the police takes the law in its own hands, the danger is real and far-fetching, and it can come back to bite the political hand that feeds it. Right? Now see, the police is there. When it is going unpunished for whatever encounters it is making or whatever style they are coming up with, that shooting and killing and bypassing the law, or rather killing the law itself, according to the author, all this will be a danger, right? A danger. Why? Because they'll get into this habit, and if the top government changes, right, it is going to bite the political hand that feeds it. अगर top government change हो जाती तो now the tables are turned. When the tables are turned, the police still getting into the same habit will be following the same things or the same way or the manner of doing all these things. Now what will happen? The people who are in the opponent will be facing the or will be bearing the brunt there, or will be facing the music of their own problems that they have created. राइट? तो वो कॉन्सिक्वेंस हो जाता है, मतलब जब बाजी पलट जाएगी So they would be on the receiving end, those people who are now perpetrating these techniques or manners, right? So I will read the sentence again. When the police takes the law in its own hand, the danger is real and far reaching. मतलब उसका जो असर पड़ेगा, उसके जो consequences होंगे, जो repercussions होंगे, वो far reaching होंगे, right? That is going to be affected how it can come back to fight the political hand that feeds it. That means those people who are now protecting the such uh, police, right? They might sometimes, someday, might be bitten by the same people, the same police. So, this is not a strike against terrorists in the fog of war on the nation's borders. This is the killing of those with documented cases, trials in progress. Along with the other state instrument, the bulldozer, this perilous institutionalization of impunity in the heart and heartland of the nation corrodes the constitutional letter and spirit. Corrodes मतलब अभी हमने इसके पहले पैराग्राफ में देखा था कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डेमोक्रेसी की जो प्रोमिसेस हैं दे आर नॉट बीइंग provided properly, right? This is also saying that it is corroding the constitutional letter and spirit. मतलब जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो बाय लेटर यानी बाय वर्ड है या बाय जो स्पिरिट है मतलब उसका जो एसेंस है that is also not being followed, so that is being corroded by such things. How many more will it take? How many more killings by the police in cold blood before the court steps in to remind UP of its system and processes of justice? How many more encounters before it demands accountability in the state regarded as politically India's most crucial in the pause after encounter number 183? Those are the questions, right? So, a few questions here need to be answered. That means, what is the author doing? That these are still unanswered questions but needs to be answered. So he's actually talking about the gravity of the situation, right? The seriousness, grave yani serious hota hai. So the seriousness of what is going on about the system that is against the constitutional democracy, which is violating the constitutional spirit and letter. Right? So I hope along with the reading you have understood the basic point. What was that? In the first paragraph, we saw that the author establishes that see these encounters, so many in number. These are the chilling encounters. That means it is a cause of worry for us. Why? Because whatever these encounters or the way these encounters are taking place by the police, they seem to be helped by the ruling establishments, and these people are going unpunished. Second paragraph also establishes that it might someday hurt the person or the people, the ruling establishments that are helping these people. राइट तो वो बाजी पलट के उनकी तरफ भी आ सकती है इन द सेंस दैट दे माइट बी हर्ट नाउ दोज पीपल हु आर fostering it, and whatever is going on is against the constitutional democracy, it is against the constitutional letter and spirit. But then people need to be awake. The justice system should show the reality to the police. That means these people who are carrying out the shootouts to kill, they should be punished. They are not being punished because the state is helping them. That is the inferred part there. So I hope if this much is clear, main idea, a state celebrates a police killing in broad daylight. It thumbs its nose at the court. इसका मतलब thumbs its nose का मतलब होता है चिढ़ाना. ठीक है तो या तो अंगूठा दिखाना या तो नाक चढ़ाना इन द सेंस इट विल बी दैट आई हार्डली केयर अबाउट एनीथिंग एंड दैट ओके फाइन हमने तो अपना काम किया और निकल गए हमें कोई पनिशमेंट नहीं मिलने वाली है इन दैट वे इट इज टू थंब इट्स नोज राइट सो दैट मीन्स वी डू नॉट केयर अबाउट समथिंग एंड दिस वे इट इज करोडिंग द जस्टिस करोडिंग जस्टिस का मतलब होता है उसको नुकसान पहुंचा रहा है और करोड़ का मीनिंग करोजन का मीनिंग होता है रस्ट तो उसको नुकसान भी पहुंचा रहा है तो मतलब जस्टिस इज लाइक it is nothing if the police is killing in broad daylight and they are going unpunished. So what use is that judicial system then? इस तरीके से that is the essence of what the author was saying. Let's see the vocab that we have today. Yes, corrodes सबसे पहले आ गया. Corrodes का meaning rust तो एक simple सा word है, but it destroys the system or it is disintegrating the system. मेम्ड मेनली हम मेम्ड सोल्जर्स की बात करते हैं कि जो लोग लड़ाई पे जाते हैं, युद्ध पे जाते हैं, उसके बाद उनको कहीं चोट लगती है तो कभी उनका हाथ में प्रॉब्लम होती है, कभी उनके पाँव में प्रॉब्लम होती है. सो दे आर मेम्ड फॉर लाइफ, राइट? इंजर्ड, disfigured. Chilling, we have seen many times now. Check your notes. Alarming, distressing, unsettling. मतलब एक chilling effect होता है. So the easiest word that I gave you was a cause of worry. ये तो सिंपल वर्ड है. डिस्ट्रेसिंग हो जाता है चिलिंग, क्योंकि हमें इंटेंसिटी वाला वर्ड चाहिए. डिस्ट्रेसिंग एंड अलार्मिंग वुड बी द बेस्ट वर्ड्स देयर. फ्लॉन्टेड, ब्रांडिश्ड, डिस्प्लेड, स्पोर्टेड, परेडेड. ठीक है, फ्लॉन्ट करना यानी दिखावा करना. व्हेन यू वेयर अ न्यू वॉच यू वुड फ्लॉन्ट इट. ठीक है, व्हेन यू वेयर अ न्यू ड्रेस यू विल फ्लॉन्ट इट. मतलब स्पोर्ट उस करना उसे, टू शो इट, display it. A spate is usually a series, one after the other, one after the other. For example, कोई मोबाइल कंपनी है और एवरी 3 मंथ्स में उसके नए नए फीचर्स आते जा रहे हैं. कोई ऑटोमोबाइल कंपनी है और उसके एवरी 3 मंथ्स में इट्स कमिंग अप विद अ न्यू फीचर, विद अ न्यू मॉडल, राइट? So it's a spate of innovations that they are coming up with. कुछ भी हो, कभी डिवाइसेस भी होते हैं, तो इनोवेशन यानी नई नई चीजें होती है. तो स्पेट का मतलब होता है वेरी फ्रीक्वेंट, कमिंग वन आफ्टर द अदर, दैट इज सीरीज और अ सीक्वेंस. एक्सटॉर्शन, मनी एक्सटॉर्शन होता है, हफ्ता वसूली जिसे कहते हैं. तो एक्सटॉर्शन वुड बी बाय फोर्स. ठीक है, गेनिंग समथिंग बाय फोर्स, उसे ब्लैकमेल कहेंगे. एग्जैक्ट करना, एग्जैक्टिंग मनी फ्रॉम द अदर्स, राइट? एग्जैक्ट यानी वैसा वाला तो होता ही है, एग्जैक्टली वाला. But exacting means taking by force. Even this is a verb. Patronized, supported, fostered, nurtured, कुछ भी हो सकता है. ठीक है, पेट्रन का मतलब होता है जो सपोर्ट करे. इज अ पेट्रन ऑफ आर्ट एंड म्यूजिक. ठीक है, तो वो फॉस्टर आ सकता है, नर्चर्ड भी आ सकता है, टेकन केयर ऑफ. ब्लिंकिंग एट might mean ignoring. Impunity is exemption. You're getting no punishment. So you're given a liberty or you're given latitude. So if you are being exempted, not punished, that means you are given liberty or latitude to do something. Deterrence हम पहले भी कर चुके हैं. Just I think so 4 or 5 days back we have done this word deterrence. Discouragement, dissuasion, preemptive or prevention. ठीक है, prevent हो सकता है. विजिलेंट जस्टिस हमने उसमें किया था, वेयर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल डेमोक्रेसी में वी आर गिवन द राइट टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड अगेंस्ट दोज पीपल इवन इफ दे आर द विजिलेंट ऑफिसर्स. उनके अगेंस्ट भी हमें प्रोटेक्शन मिलना चाहिए. Therefore, I did not write anything. This is to understand. Imperatives is essentials and constraints or laws. Imperative sentences होते हैं, something that is strongly stated, essential है. Perpetrated are those people who are carrying out the crime. Perpetrators of the crime हो जाता है जो the people who carry out the crime, the perform करते हैं. Execution of the crime होता है या enactment of the crime होता है, the wrongdoing, whatever it is. But perpetrators, this is a word that you would be accustomed to in your legal articles and all. The perpetrators of the crime आते हैं. Then brutish, ही इज अ ब्रूट. नॉवेल्स में आता है कई बार ब्रूट, ब्रूटल, राइट? तो यू कैन रिलेट इट टू ब्रूट, यू कैन रिलेट इट टू ब्रूटल, राइट? तो ब्रूटल हो जाएगा हार्श या क्रूअल और इनह्यूमन. thumbs its nose to show clearly that you do not care. Bite the hand that feeds it. ठीक है, this we have explained there. So bite the hand that feeds it का मतलब होता है if somebody is supporting. ठीक है, so those who support, someday they will be they'll get hurt by the same person. ठीक है. So those hands that are feeding you, मतलब ऐसे होता है ना कि अम, जिसकी थाली में खाया उसी में छेद किया. ये वाला एक हिंदी इडियम कभी होगा, सुना होगा. ठीक है, तो जो तुम्हें सपोर्ट कर रहा है उसी को ही चोट पहुंचाना, दैट इज बाइट द हैंड दैट फीड्स इट. In cold blood, we have done to be actually unaffected by anything, right? So cold blooded वो होता है. So that's all for today. See you tomorrow and have a logical weekend. So do your reading, whatever you are left with. So thank you, and that's all for today.